Yeah. So we're getting down to it here, concluding the 5K training series. We're talking about 6 workouts, key workouts to help you accomplish a sub 15-minute 5K today. Okay, I started at sub 22. We're down here. We're going to finish the next video at sub 14 minutes. Then we're going to move over to the 10K, sub 60 down to sub 30. Okay, and then half marathon, marathon. So you have a lot of stuff coming. So if you're a coach or an athlete, you want a lot of good content, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button too. And again, if you need to reach out to me directly, it's blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com for any coaching questions or any questions about my videos. I'm happy to help you. This is stuff that I've used with athletes for the last 2 decades, half milers all the way up to the marathon. So I am here to help. Okay, now let's get to the workouts themselves. So first one up, as you can see, is hill repeats, 400 to 500 meters. Okay, last video I started with 300 to 400 meters. We bumped it up to now. Okay, but it's up to you to decide what's most appropriate for your athletes, what they can handle, and so on. Or if it's you, what you can handle. So building towards 8 to 10 reps with a jog equal recovery. You jog back down. So again, you're staying upright, leaning into the hill, pumping your arms and lifting your knees. Jogging back down, you're also leaning into the hill so that you stay perpendicular. What that does is it takes the stress off your joints rather than kind of backing up and kind of breaking, which stresses your Achilles, your lower back, and things like that. And want to take the pressure off the joints and the ligaments. But this is a great way of building up leg strength, leg speed, also improving your threshold capacity while doing it in a non-invasive way. Hill running is more forgiving on the legs than flat and fast running. So it's just something to keep in mind. Okay, next up is a cut down workout. And the hills, by the way, easy. I mean, early to mid season, good repeatable workout. Now it's just a good early to mid season workout as well. A 2 kilometer effort at 10K pace. Okay, what that does, it kind of elevates your heart rate, helps you transition into the more aggressive stuff. So here it's at 6:12 to 6:14, and these are equivalent paces to a sub 15-minute 5K. So this is the pace you'd run for equivalent 10K, and then I have 3K mile equivalent as well. Okay, so it's 6:12 to 6:14. You take a 5-minute recovery, active. Then you do a 1600-meter effort or a mile at 5K pace, 446 to 448. A 4-minute recovery. Then a 1200 at 5K pace, 334 to 336. 3-minute recovery. The rest gets shorter as the rep gets shorter. Okay. Then an 800 at 3K pace, 217 to 218. 2-minute recovery, and a 400 at mile pace, goal mile pace, 64 to 65. So you're introducing a lot of different paces here. You're gradually getting faster throughout the workout too to help simulate surging and surging and picking up the pace and picking up the pace and picking up the pace. So great way to do mid-season when the races start to get a little bit more aggressive and you start to incorporate a little bit more speed in there. But this is a way of kind of incorporating everything so that you're not doing too much of one thing at the same time. Okay. And speaking of which, this is a great transitional mid-season workout here. 2 sets of 3 to 4 times 1,000. So it's between 6 and 8,000 meters worth of running. But again, this can be over distance. This is a good mid-season workout. But the key is you're not doing 8 times 1,000 at race pace, okay? You're breaking it up into 2 pieces. The first set, 3 to 4 times 1,000 at 312 to 314 per rep, which is threshold pace, okay? 1 minute recovery after each one. Then you take a 5 to 6 minute recovery after the set. Then you do your second set of 5K pace, 256 to 259 per rep, sub 15-minute pace, with a 2 minute recovery after each rep. And what this does, it allows you to combine threshold and race pace within a workout to help you transition mid-season into the more aggressive, faster stuff towards the late season. That also helps ensure you're not doing too much hard stuff too soon. Now, when you're not running your best race 4 to 6 weeks early, this type of stuff really helps. It's when you put these workouts in that are just as important as how much you're doing in this and that, what else. So this is where kind of the science behind the coaching comes into play. Okay. Next up is your staple 20 to 25-minute tempo run. This, learning how to run a hard, comfortable pace for a consecutive time for 20 to 25 minutes consecutively at 5:15 to 5:20 per mile. It's a great way to simulate a 5K. Okay. You take a 5-minute active recovery, and then you do 4 times 100 to 150-meter accelerations. Up to you to decide how long and whatnot. You take a jog equal recovery, and you come back and you do it again. This helps you simulate turning over when you're already fatigued from doing that tempo run. Helps simulate the end of a 5K race. So very, very, very important. Okay. Next up, 2 sets of cut down here. This is a great mid to late season workout. 2 sets of 1500, 1K, 500. 6K worth of total volume. Okay. But the 1500 is a 5K pace. 428 to 430 per rep. You take a 3-minute recovery. The 1,000-meter efforts at 5K pace. Okay. 258 to 259 per rep. Okay, and then you take a 2-minute recovery, and then the 500 is at 3K pace. So you're dropping down a little bit, 124 to 125 per rep. Then you take a 6-minute recovery after the 500 and you repeat it for the second set. Okay. Great mid to late season workout. Again, acceleration. And this is shorter reps instead of bunches of thousands or 2Ks and so on. So that's why I'm giving you variations of workouts, because some folks might be able to tolerate longer reps better. Some folks need some shorter stuff. And this is a great way of kind of incorporating different things and breaking your teams up into groups and whatnot. So again, this is where coaching with the eye is just as important as coaching with the stopwatch. And lastly, this is for your stronger run. It's a staple of 5K running, mile repeats. Okay, you're building towards 3 to 4 times a mile with a 2:30 recovery at goal 5K pace, 4:48 to 4:46 per rep. If you can get to the point where you can do 4 times a mile at 5K pace, you're ready to run that 5K. Okay, some folks might be able to handle 12s. Some folks can only handle thousands or 800s. But if you can get folks who can, the more aerobically oriented folks who can get up to that pace with a 2:30 recovery, they're in very, very, very good shape. And again, obviously, you're incorporating long runs and everything else, and your easy days, your off days when you feel it's most appropriate. But these are 6 workouts that I've used with success, male and women. Okay, and I want to share these things with you. And so you let me know what you think. Give me some feedback in the comments. But at the very least, please support the channel by subscribing. I want to do well by doing good. That's why I share so much content. We have almost 400 videos on this channel of content. So I want you to keep learning and absorbing. And again, give me your own feedback in the comments or reach out to me directly. Again, blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com. I'm here to help. So have a great week, everybody. Keep training hard. I'll talk to you next time.